Chargers, Falcons. Choose.
I kind of wanted to throw the flag on this because I was thinking about changing my pick, but I'm going to go with Falcons.
All right. Anybody want to throw a flag here? Come on, somebody do it. Come on, have some honor. Have some sense of drama.
Oh, there it is.
You did it. I'm throwing it too. I'm gonna go. Well, explain,
Flags all over
Clavon.
the
Go
place
ahead.
here.
Originally, I came in thinking that I would take the Falcons in this.
Mm-hmm.
But the more I think about it and see what that team went through in getting that last win, I just feel like the Chargers are going to do similar to what the Chiefs did last year and rise from the ashes of the, you suck that this team is losing all these games close. I just see them winning. And you know feelings-based picking, Dave.
That's
right?
exactly right.
It just feels
I'm
right.
surrounded by people who don't like feelings being a part of,
Hey.
or the human element being a part of things. You
Oh,
guys-
that's ridiculous. That is baseless. A thing to throw at me. I want to do a feelings podcast. I've talked about that ever since we've got here, and you won't let me.
Anti-feelings. Matt Harmon is anti-feelings.
Slander.
Satellite. Cynthia, make some sense of this one. Why are you sticking with the Falcons here?
Their offense is just absolutely dominating still, and I don't see that changing. I know Joey Bosa does change the pressure on Matt Ryan.
I'm stunned by what he's done.
He's been great. I mean, like I kind of thought with all his like holdout and everything that he'd not be able to like go right when he started, but he's gone. And the sacks, the pressures, the hits, like he changes things.
Maybe
It's
they should have
interesting.
paid him right off the bat.
Well, it's interesting though.
I'm
how
not going
that
to opine
goes.
on that. I mean, you would
I
imagine
will.
him not playing those games.
Yeah.
You know, that you wouldn't imagine him to have this amazing, like he's blown away my expectations of him,
Right.
which were very high.
The Leinart conundrum, this is the latest example of that, which is that when you're on a loaded college team, it's hard to distinguish, is Leinart the great piece that's making these other guys go, or vice versa? And Bosa seemed like, maybe he could be hidden. Any weaknesses could be hidden by that dominant Ohio State defense. But so far, he has been gangbusters. Harmon, explain yourself real quick on your pick here.
I mean, I think Cynthia laid out the case really well for the Falcons, but I could actually make a counter argument for the Chargers that is based on not just feelings. I think offensively they actually match up really well against the Falcons defense. The Falcons allow the second most yards per game to the tight end. They have Hunter Henry emerging there in San Diego. I think their receivers move around enough, and Tyrell Williams plays strictly pretty much on the left side where Desmond Trufant lines up on the defensive left side. They shouldn't see each other very much. Also, Melvin Gordon's been improving as a pass catcher out of the backfield. Atlanta gives it up to pass catching running backs too. I think they could put up a lot of points on the Falcons.
One more point, and maybe you believe in this, and I don't know what the numbers bear out on this, but I talked to a lot of guys about the things that you always hear in broadcasts and if those are myth or reality. And a lot of players say that cross-country trip is for real. They just were out. The Falcons were out on the West Coast for a full week. They played in Denver, then they played Seattle. They got beaten up. The statistics in all likelihood. I don't know how much of those are still true in 2016, but teams playing the week after you play the Seahawks tend to be physically beaten up and underperform the following week. Chargers feeling good about themselves. Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Phil Rivers here. A little bit of righting of the ship here. They lost a couple of games they shouldn't have lost. I think they bounce back here and get one that a lot of people expect them to lose.